I'm Sophia, 28, female, and I'm drowning in drama I never saw coming. My fiancé, Lucas, 30, male, proposed 6 months ago on a snowy rooftop in New York, the city we've called home since college. It was magical. String lights, champagne, him down on one knee with a ring that sparkled like his promises. We've been together 3 years, and I thought I knew everything about him. His goofy laugh, his obsession with vinyl records, his dream of opening a bookstore. But last week, my best friend of 15 years, Tara, 28, female, dropped a bomb that's left me questioning my entire life. Now I've ghosted her, Lucas is acting weird, and our wedding is 6 weeks away. Reddit. Am I the asshole for cutting her off? Tara and I met in high school in Brooklyn, bonding over late-night pizza runs and shared dreams of escaping our small lives. She was my rock, there for my first heartbreak, my college meltdowns, my move to Manhattan. When Lucas proposed, she was the first person I called, squealing into the phone as she planned my engagement party. But lately, she's been off. She'd roll her eyes when I gushed about Lucas, make snarky comments about perfect couples, and push me to slow down the wedding plans. I chalked it up to stress. She's been jobless since her startup tanked, but it felt personal. Last Friday, I was at her apartment, helping her pack for a move. While sorting through her closet, I found a shoebox stuffed with old Polaroids from our college days. One caught my eye. Me, Tara, and Lucas at a rooftop party, laughing, arms around each other. But it was torn in half, Lucas's face ripped away. On the back, in Tara's handwriting, was a date from 3 years ago and the words, "I'm sorry." My stomach dropped. Why would she tear it? What was she sorry for? I confronted her, holding up the Polaroid. Her face went pale, and she tried to snatch it, but I demanded answers. After a long pause, she broke down. She admitted she'd been in love with Lucas since college, before I even met him. They'd hooked up at that rooftop party, a drunken one-night stand when he was dating someone else. Tara swore it meant nothing, but she never told me because she didn't want to ruin our friendship. Worse, she said Lucas had been texting her last year, checking in while we were dating, and she didn't shut it down. She showed me the texts, flirty, late-night messages where he called her gorgeous and said he missed their talks. My world tilted. I left her apartment, shaking, the torn Polaroid in my pocket. Lucas was at band practice. He plays bass in a local indie group. So I had time to think. Why would Tara keep this from me? Why was Lucas texting her? I dug deeper, logging into his old iPad he never uses. His iCloud was still synced, and I found deleted messages from Tara, dated 6 months ago, around our engagement. They weren't explicit, but they were intimate. "You sure about this, Lucas?" And his reply, "I love her, but sometimes I wonder." My heart shattered. Was he having second thoughts? Was Tara trying to pull him back? I called my brother Jake, 25, male, for advice. He's always been my voice of reason. He said Tara's jealousy was obvious. She'd always competed with me, from grades to boyfriends, and urged me to confront Lucas. But first, I went back to Tara's, needing clarity. She was a mess, mascara-streaked, begging me not to hate her. She claimed she'd pushed Lucas away, that the texts were a mistake, but then dropped another bomb. Lucas had a gambling problem in college, racking up $10,000 in debt. He'd borrowed money from her to pay it off, swearing her to secrecy. She said he's clean now, but she warned me he might relapse under wedding stress. I felt sick. Why was my best friend hiding this? Was she protecting me or sabotaging us? That night, I confronted Lucas at our apartment. The torn Polaroid sat on the coffee table next to the engagement ring I'd taken off. His face fell when he saw it. He admitted to the hookup with Tara, saying it was a drunken mistake before we met, and he never told me because it was ancient history. The texts, he claimed, were him being stupidly nostalgic during a rough patch when we fought over wedding costs. He swore he loves me, that he cut contact with Tara after proposing. About the gambling, he got defensive, saying he paid off the debt years ago and hasn't bet since, but his eyes darted away, and I caught him checking his phone constantly like he was hiding something. The next day, I got a call from Tara's ex, Mark, 29, male, who I'd met a few times. He'd heard we fought and said Tara had been obsessed with Lucas for years, even after their hookup. Mark claimed she'd kept tabs on Lucas's social media, saving his photos, and once tried to meet him behind my back. He showed me a screenshot of a text Tara sent him last month. I could have been with Lucas if I'd fought harder. My stomach churned. Was Tara trying to break us up? Was she in love with him this whole time? I ghosted Tara. No texts, no calls, nothing. She's been bombarding me with apologies, voicemails sobbing that she's lost her sister, that she was only trying to protect me. Lucas, meanwhile, is acting weird, overly sweet, planning surprise dates. But he's jumpy, always checking his phone. Yesterday, I found a betting app on it, with a $500 transaction from last week. He swore it was a one-time stress bet. But I don't know if I believe him. Our wedding's in 6 weeks. Venue booked, dress fitted, 200 guests invited. I'm staring at the torn Polaroid, wondering if my best friend was ever my friend, if my fiancé is who I thought. Jake says to ditch them both. Mark says Tara's manipulative. Lucas is begging for trust, promising therapy for his slip. Tara's pleading for a second chance, saying she'll stay out of our lives. But I feel like I'm trapped in a soap opera, questioning everything. Reddit, AITA for ghosting Tara. Should I cancel the wedding? Trust RC? I'm lost, and the clock's ticking. What would you do?